I've been making a lot of school-related content lately, so why not make a school rant video? Perfect opportunity to, right? Anyway, I've always excelled at English class. English has always been my favorite subject. It is a subject I've never found particularly hard, but there has always been one thing I've hated about English class. Writing essays. The very few times I actually found writing essays fun were when I had more control of what the topic was. Like, I could write about something I'm more passionate about. I've done that a couple of times in college, and I really liked that, but most of the times, I'm writing essays about shit I really don't fucking care about. For me, and this is the case for most people I'm sure, if I have no passion surrounding the topic I'm writing about, it is very hard for me to sit down and start writing about said topic. For example, for my film class, I have to write an essay about Legally Blonde. I fucking hated that movie, and it will be so hard for me to sit down and start writing about a movie I did not like. Now, if it was a paper about me liking or not liking the movie, that would be easy. I would have so much to fucking talk about, but the topic of the paper is whether or not it is a feminist movie. I didn't like the movie, so I'm not going to have that much fun analyzing it. And so many times, the hardest part about an essay is just fucking starting it. I really do not feel like writing essays for the most part, so the hardest part is just getting words down on the Word document. I am a very bad procrastinator, and 9 times out of 10, essays are things that I don't want to do. So I push essays to the side more and more until the very last minute where I have no choice but to actually start writing the essay. And even then, it is hard to actually start the essay because I just don't want to do it that much. But when I actually do begin writing the essay, I find it so easy. The words are just flowing out of me and into the Word document. The hardest part is, again, just starting it. And not to toot my own horn that much, but I consider myself a pretty decent writer. I've been complimented so many times by so many people for my writing, so I guess I'm pretty competent at what I'm doing. And that's the frustrating part. I am good at writing, but I still push these essays to the side until the last minute, and I just really do not want to do them. And when I actually do start them, they're very simple. I end up finishing it within an hour's time. And it doesn't help that I'm taking more than one writing intensive class this semester, and you might be wondering, well, why would you burden yourself with that much work? Because I'm good at it. The only problem I have is procrastination, that's it. When it comes to actually writing the essays, I have no trouble whatsoever. I will admit, though, at one point I did have 2 essays to do for 2 separate classes, and having to juggle 2 essays at once was pretty stressful. I ended up doing it, I got a good grade for both of them, but still, that was a lot of stress, and that's just what comes with taking more than one writing intensive class. Not to mention also, every once in a blue moon, I actually do run out of things to write about in an essay, and I did not meet the specific word count yet. This has frustrated me. There have been a couple of instances where I'm very proud of how an essay turns out, and then I feel like I'm done, but there's only like 800 words, and the essay is supposed to be 1,000 words long. So I end up kind of bullshitting, adding word salad just to meet that word count, and then I eventually do, and the quality of the paper kind of decreased. Think of those money-hungry YouTubers who always stretch their videos out to hit that 10-minute mark, and their video really finishes around the 8-minute mark, or at least it should have finished around the 8-minute mark, but they stretch their video out unnecessarily long to hit that mid-roll ad threshold, thus hindering the quality of their videos. They end up repeating themselves, throwing word salad in there just to hit that threshold. You know what I'm talking about. Think of that, but the text equivalent, the college equivalent. My favorite English professor was one that I had in the last spring semester. He wasn't all that concerned with word count. I mean, so long as what you wrote was good and wasn't like 2 paragraphs long, he was content. Some of my essays for that class ended up being around 750 to 800 words long, roughly. And I was really happy with how those essays turned out. I felt they were as long as they needed to be. I was concise. I added all the points I wanted in there. I didn't repeat myself because I wasn't constrained to a word limit. I loved it. I loved that little bit of freedom I had with my essays. I mean, I still had to write about set topics I really didn't care about, but still, a little bit more freedom than what I'm used to when it comes to essays was more than welcome, and I really liked it. But now I gotta write 1,000 words or more analyzing a shitty chick flick, and I also have to add some scholarly sources in there. How fun! Now again, I've always liked English class, mainly because, unlike, say, math class, there are no clear-cut right or wrong answers. You write about how you interpret things, and for me, that has always been really fun. But, yeah, essays are just things that I never really liked about English class, I'll be honest. It's not hard work per se, it's just work I really don't want to do. Anyway, that's all I have to say. Bye-bye.